Hey team, how we doing? Happy Memorial Day to you. Today's review isn't going to be so much of a movement review, but more so going to be talking about strategies that we can do in this workout today, especially having done this workout before, and different modifications that we can use, especially now that most of us are going to be doing this workout from our house today, so we can't really do pull-ups for the majority of us. So, because it is Memorial Day, we are doing the famous CrossFit workout called Murph, dedicated to Lieutenant Michael Murphy. You can check out his story, doing a quick Google search, see what it's all about. If you've seen Lone Survivor, he makes a big sacrifice, the ultimate sacrifice. He ultimately ends up dying in order to call in a helicopter for his troops. So, this workout is in honor of him. Obviously, given the situation, today's workout's gonna be a little bit different than what we normally go through when we do Murph, when we get everybody in the gym, and it's this really special environment. It's almost like the Christmas of CrossFit. So keep that in mind when you're doing this on your own. Be smart, be safe. If you didn't already see the write-up that we did in our community page, be sure to look at that. You can get a little bit more detailed information of what we're about to talk about here. So the workout is for time, 1 mile run, 100 pull-ups, 200 push-ups, 300 air squats, and then another mile run to finish it. You can partition this up however you would like for these three movements. The miles at the beginning and end have to stay there unless you are cutting the reps overall down. So maybe you're only doing a 3/4 mile run, or maybe you're only doing half a mile run. If you're doing that, still keep them at the beginning and end of the workout, but you can cut the distance down. This is me in the middle here. Couple different ways we can approach it. Let's just, for simplicity's sake, let's say we're sticking with those pull-ups. Few different rep scheme options we can do. You can do 20 rounds of 5 pull-ups, 10 push-ups, and 15 air squats. That's kind of the traditional route that a lot of people will go. I highly recommend doing that if this is especially your first time ever doing Murph or some version of it. Another option that's very similar to that, 20 rounds for time, 5 pull-ups, 5 push-ups, 15 air squats, and then 5 push-ups again. Usually in this workout, the push-ups are what really get to people. That chunk of 10 every single round adds up after about round 5. So people find it really useful to split the push-ups up between the air squats. So feel free to do that option as well. You can do bigger chunks, so maybe you want to do something like 10 rounds for time of 10 pull-ups, 20 push-ups, 30 squats, or maybe you want to kind of go all over the place. Maybe you want to get a bunch of push-ups done right when you come back in for the run, then kind of go back and forth between pull-ups and air squats for a little bit, then bang out a little big chunk of push-ups, and you can kind of do that style as well. Bunch of different strategies you can do. We do not recommend going straight through this workout unless you've done Murph a handful of times and you've done Murph with that mile run, the 20 rounds of the 5, 10, 15, and then that mile run again at the end in under 45 minutes or so. If you haven't been able to do that without a vest, then think about not doing the whole workout unpartitioned just yet. Okay, maybe give it another year or so when we've really built it up. We don't want anyone getting hurt, especially when you don't have a coach to be watching your reps today. Now, if you are at home, like I said earlier, a lot of us aren't gonna have access to a pull-up bar. Couple things we can do, few substitutions that we've written up, is number one is going to be 100 alternating renegade rows. So what we would do there, we do these all the time in our at-home workouts. We're gonna start with that dumbbell on the ground. My feet are gonna be spread out. I'm gonna get my hand on that dumbbell. I'm gonna drive it into my armpit. Then I'm gonna lower that dumbbell towards the other hand so I don't have to do a massive shift in weight. I'm gonna grab the dumbbell and pull up, and I'm going back and forth just like this. You'll see in our write-up again, if you refer to our Firewall community page group, that we have 100 total alternating renegade rows here. That's 50 each arm. The second option is 200 bent over bent over dumbbell rows. So now we have my dumbbell in hand. I'm pretty much just going to hinge, making sure my back stays flat. I'm gonna come over like this. I'm just gonna have one arm out. I'm gonna drive back and then down. I'm gonna be in nice control just like this. I might have that little pause. We don't wanna just be pumping it out like this. That's not gonna do much for our body, and we might get hurt doing that. So maybe you have 5 reps on each side at a time before you switch hands and go to the other side. That's going to be the dumbbell bent over row. That is 200 total reps, 100 on each arm. The last option we have here for the pull-ups is going to be 300 sit-ups. And of course, you can modify these to however many reps you think is going to be appropriate for you. So for those sit-ups, we all know and love them. We can go feet flat, hands touch, we come up, my shoulders hit my knees, or I can butterfly my feet together like this. Same thing, hands go back, touch the ground, throw my hands up, and I grab my toes. With whichever option you do, pick something that you can continuously stay moving with. Okay, this workout shouldn't be taking you more than 50 minutes, especially if this is your first time doing it. But you gotta do what's good for you. So if you get to that 50-minute mark and you're like, man, I am really digging this workout right now, I'm feeling myself, this means so much to me, I'm really understanding the meaning of it, go past that 50-minute mark, finish all your reps, have a good time, just make sure you're being safe doing it. Good luck, happy Memorial Day, we hope to see you soon.